just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. And this can be the end. I won't just settle for being your friend. A broken bond is not too late to mend. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. She said, boy, I want you to walk right, so I can give you one more chance. You're only living in your damn head. Without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. Without you by my side, I can't survive. Cause without you by my side, I can't survive.
Hey everybody, welcome. I hope y'all are having a good day, a good night. Welcome. Hi Little J, Belly Hadid, Skiing Tacoma, Brianne, welcome. I know I had something scheduled and then I'm like, you know what, let's go live earlier because I have things that I want to maybe do tonight. So, hi, I hope everyone's having a good day, good night, wherever you are watching. I know I'm going live pretty early, so I just wanted to see what was going on and hope everyone's having a great day. Yeah, and Belly, I love that you love the intro. And Skiing in Tacoma, do I talk about the people that have passed? You mean like people who have like passed on? Like I have. I mean, if you go back on my channel, I've talked about several people who have passed on. I don't try and speak ill of them. I just read the energy of things that have been going on. So if there's energy of when they were living, that I'll read on that. But yeah, I have talked about people. I have done readings on people of people who have passed on. You can find that on my channel. That's pretty much here. So yeah. But I hope everyone's having a good day, a good night. We're here for the, Gor World special, Foodie Beauty, Amberlynn, Reid. And I thought, well, since the girls love fall so much and we love Halloween and we're doing all the fun things, I wanted to do a reading of what's kind of coming up here for their Halloween, their October, and see what we can see. What's the big things? Brienne, I listened to a little bit. I listened to the title track, Life of a Showgirl, with her and Sabrina. And I didn't listen to it all the way through, but I've been listening to some of it. And hi, Tinkerbell. Welcome. I listened to a little bit of it. So far, not too bad. I hear the album's getting dragged, though, by Swifties. They're like, why, what is this? The Life of a Showgirl doesn't feel so much of a Life of a Showgirl, from what I have been hearing. Also, apparently, it just hasn't hit the mark the way people have thought it should. Apparently, I don't know. I've been seeing mixed reviews on Twitter of it. So yeah, that's what I know about the Life of a Showgirl. I really though want to talk about Miss Chantal and the "Don't talk to me." Sorry, but yeah. We're at that because we are having foodie meltdowns, grifting galore. Amber's made her triumphant return back. Apparently she's alone in her apartment. Alone, in quotes. If y'all haven't watched a video from, Hello, It's Heavy. They did a pretty in-depth video on how they don't believe Amber is alone in her apartment. Amber's apparently got stuff all over her. It's a whole ass mess in Gor World. So I wanted to take a look and see what we can see, what we can do, and the such. So I hope everyone's having a good day, a good night, and see what we can see. I don't know if y'all are interested, but we're going to take a look into what's the energies around our girls for the month of October. And what I'm thinking we're going to do here is going to be structured a little bit differently than I think we've had in the past. Where I know before, like I've done, like there's a section on Foodie, then there's a section on Amber. And I want to actually incorporate this time around, we're going to do some incorporations of, We're also going to add YouTube into the mix. Because some people have been asking, like, what's going on? What's going on? Especially with the new controls that have been put into place. If you guys have not heard, on YouTube, when they're doing so like when you go and you can report videos for violating community guidelines or some of the things that YouTube has in place, they added a new category for EDs. And I was very interested that they've added that in now, and I'm like, is that going to affect individuals like Amberlynn, Reid, Uchina Cooney? Hi, Rose. Welcome. And even Foodie Beauty. So I want to take a look and see what we can see, what's going on, and the such around everybody, everything, and see what we can see. So without further ado, let's get into today's reading. What we're going to start with here first. So we're going very much just in the month of October, the girls' favorite time of year. And I want to take a look into what's kind of going on with Amber first. Welcome, Enola. Welcome. Glad you were able to make a live. We're going to start with Amber first, and then we're going to do Foodie second. Because I want to, and because I think the last time I did one of these, I think we did Foodie first, so I like to switch it around. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see what we got for Amber first, and then we're going to do Foodie second, and then we're also going to do YouTube. because I want to see what the frickety frick frack's going on. What are the energies going on here for the month of October? What are things that we can maybe expect? What are items? And then we're going to do the general energy, and then we're just going to go down the rabbit holes. So with that, let's get into today's reading, see what we can see and the such. But first things first, reminder, everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So let's take a look here into the general energy around Amberlynn Reid as it pertains to her month of October 2025. Okay, so we have here, oh boy, starting off with the Devil reversed. This is her card reversed. I feel like she is not going to be feeling in control, in power this month. This is her reversed. So the Devil could be your vices. It could be the overindulgence in vices. Not being in control. It's a Capricorn card. She's almost a dang near triple Capricorn. I think her sun and it's her sun for sure is a Capricorn. I've done her chart, and like the majority of her planets are in Capricorn. So like this isn't shocking to see pop up. She's going to be out of control, though it does seem like, in the month of October, not feeling on top of her game. Well, why is this? Because she's afraid of public scrutiny or things getting out to the public. Is she making like a big announcement for this coming month? And she's kind of afraid that in making this announcement that it's not going to end well. As from a material influence, she does not have the strength, she does not have the power that she's had in the past. This is, to me, it's like her ego, her pride has kind of gotten her to a point where she now feels like superior, but it's a double-edged sword. It's like, I feel really good, but then I don't feel really good. She's out of control because of announcements that she's trying to make to the world. Are we going to see her actually be like, oh, if you want to find me, you can find me on this website? Is she actually going to do that? Because it seems like we're desperate for cash, we're desperate for money, and that's kind of where we're headed. Because the hopes and fears here is that she's made some pretty foolhardy moves here in the past and the present. And it's like we leaped without looking, and it did not turn out well for us. The unseen obstacle, too, is that we've been telling a bunch of lies. We've been lying not to just us, but to ourselves. And it seems like because of the lies that we've been telling, because of the manipulations that we've been doing, because of the energies coming in that we've been believing rather than seeing, we're going to be having some struggles in terms of understanding what is truth, what is reality, and going from there. Because the negative influence here, again, the Emperor reversed. This is lack of control, loss of control, feeling like I'm the bigger, the best, the better. If you are a reaction channel to Amber, I would highly recommend being very cautious with how you're saying things, when you're saying things, because it seems like we're going to be a little strike happy this month. Alleged. For Miss Amber, because it just seems like I don't know what's going on in her personal life. We can take a look into that, but we're having issues in her personal life that is now causing her to lash out via her platform. Because like I can't do anything about it in my personal life because I don't know, because dealing with reality is so much harder than dealing with everything online. So it's like there's going to be some bigger lashing outs here for the month of October. What's going for her is she needs to have this emotional instability. Also, there's something here where somebody or something, she might be pouring more into somebody else's cup. Also, I do feel that there might be the usage of substances, like different types of pens, vapes, other things that will be kind of numbing her out, her vices, essentially. And it's the overindulgence in her vices, which is going to kind of keep her sedated, not in like the, she's like sleeping sedated type of vibe, but kind of like emotionally sedated. So it's like indulging in her vices, indulging in substances are going to keep her kind of keep her like at an evener keel than not. Because here in the past, did she just go through a breakup, or did someone try separating from her, or is someone going to be separating from her, whether this was in September or early October? It seems like someone's like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm separating. We're done. Goodbye. Because here in the future, this is unhappiness. This is revealing herself. This is trying to keep the exposure down, but also this is just like, I'm not happy. During the month of October, I don't see her being very happy. I see her kind of being, there's going to be moments of anger. There's going to be moments of, it's like she needs to feel her feels, and it's like she's struggling to feel her feels because we are trying to not feel our feels. Again, because at the center of this, someone's coming out with something this October. I don't know what it is, but revealing, viral moment, big news everywhere. Who's doing an interview that's going to come after her? Why is this? Because someone's the Eye of Horus, because it's all about protection, divine insight, but it's also about letting go old people, places, things that do not serve her anymore. Because the devil as well, when it's reversed, it's like breaking free of your vices, breaking free of toxicity. This is what her October is bringing for her. And in order to break free from toxic people, toxic environments, it seems like it's always going to be a go big or go home sort of vibe. Because the material influence, something has to end. The mask has to end. Something needs to come to just be done. It's over with. I feel this is like her ego, her pride. When it comes to her money, it needs to come down. The ego and pride is going to have to end. The mask, the whatever she feels like, oh, I'm better than this. When it comes to making money, that's not the case anymore. Because the hopes and fears here, again, she is trying to get like, I want my cup full. I want my manifestations. I want my emotional stability. I want my financial security. I want love. I want materials. I want things that make me feel abundant and prosperous and happy and healthy. But the route in which she's taken to get there, especially in the month of October, seems to be, you went down a path and now you have to go with the path that you've gone down is not the one that you need to go down. You've tried it, it didn't work, and now we need to reevaluate and see where we go from here. Because the unseen obstacle, she's having a wake-up call of what's truth versus, we're seeing reality versus illusion, truth versus self-delusion. It seems like it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call to what have you been self-deluding yourself in. This is going to be a rough month for her, it seems like. Just rough, because the negative influence here, someone's coming back to this fall. This fall is going to be hard, because everything that she's been doing this past year is going to come back. If she's been harvesting good energy, good karma, then she will receive that back. If she has been harvesting negative karma, toxic connections, toxic energy, that is what will be coming back. Whenever she's sent out into the universe throughout the spring and the summer, it is now coming back around and being harvested this fall, this October. Because what's going for her, overabundance, greed, hoarding, she's going to be making a lot of money from being probably emotionally unstable. When I see her going live, I'm seeing her going live at 3 a.m, 4 a.m, her time. And she's going to be trying to rake in those super chats. She's going to be going off. This is what I'm seeing, just a general energy. I can't give you a date. I not be able to give you a time. Just like I can see like the time of day when it's going on. It's very dark out. So I'm seeing early morning. But this to me means she's making a lot of money. But how she's making a lot of money? Emotional instability. Lots of emotional instability. I'm getting, how we had, when she did that, the boot, or like, was it the Mike and Sully stream where she had like the nose? I feel like she was Sully, right? When she had the blue and purple polka dots. and everything. That's the type of vibe where she kind of had a few too many drinks and she was a little tipsy. Like, that's the type of stream I'm seeing here at one point in time. Maybe it'll be on Halloween, maybe it won't. But it seems like there's going to be one of those types of moments where she kind of like shows her ass. Because here in the past, again, sound bath, clairaudience. You knew something was bad in the past. Look to the past to understand the present. People have been saying what this is an old relationship. We've known there's two people here that aren't good for each other. Just look at what we've been saying in the past and here in the future. It is time for discipline. It is karma's coming in, and it's time for structure, dad energy. If y'all don't know about people's like Saturn returns, what Saturn does, Saturn's all about giving out the lessons, right? And it's about karma. What you've built, what you're doing, what you've put out into the universe is what is coming back. And that's what's coming for Amber here. And I don't know if she's got good karma coming back. I think she has some good karma coming back because, again, every person is good and bad. You have your good, you have your bad, you have your equilibrium, right? Not everyone is 100% bad and not everyone is 100% good. But I do see here, with this being the sun reversed underneath this, I'm not sure when Saturn, feel like Saturn's currently retrograde. Let me take a look here. I do want to see Saturn retrograde 2025. So November 27th, 2025 is when Saturn will go back direct, because currently it's in retrograde. But here in the future, as Saturn's in retrograde right now, I feel like all through October and most of November, things are going to be really rough for her, and it's going to be sad. It's going to be like karma's going to be coming in. And then once it goes direct, there's going to be a different set of karma that comes in as well. And that's what I'm kind of seeing here with the general energy. I want to take a look at this big news everywhere, this viral moment, this announcement. There's an announcement of something. It seems pretty big. So let's take a look into what is this announcement what is this announcement, right? Let's see what kind of announcement is coming here for Amberlynn Reid in the month of October. It seems like we got something big. We have a loss of control. What's going on? I'm curious. And y'all know, you know me, I'm curious. I'm a very curious cat over here. So I'm just going to put this up here. Move that deck up there, and let's take a look. What's this big revealing moment that's going to be big news everywhere from Miss Amber Reid? So let's take a look what this could potentially be. We'll see what Spirit's allowing us to know, because sometimes Spirit's like, you don't need to know everything, because then people go around it. But let's see what we have going on. First things first, though. Boop, boop, doo, doo, doo. Enjoy. All right. So let's take a look-see here. What's this big revealing thing? What's going on? What's this big revealing moment that's going to be coming out here for Miss Amber? So let's take a look. What's this big revealing moment when it comes to Amberlynn Reid, or Amber Reid, actually? So what's this kind of all about? Lies that she's been telling. About business contracts, business agreements, the exchange of money, where she's been sending money. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we're going to be learning about where she's been sending money, how she's been receiving money, who she's been sending money to, and the lies that she's been telling about it. Because from a material influence, there's been other ways she's been making money. And this is coming out. I don't know how it's coming out. I'm not seeing how. But we're going to be learning how she's been making money off the YouTube platform, and how she's been lying about it, because from the hopes and fears here, she's going to be super unbalanced. This is unbalanced. This is like you're making a financial, like you've been juggling two things and you can't juggle no more. You've tried hiding something and it's not going to be able to be hidden anymore. Because the unseen obstacle here, there's a Page of Swords who's going to come out. This could be, so when I see a Page of Swords, if this is a reaction channel, this isn't a big reaction channel. If this is someone who's like, I'm just going to say it, like this is going to be a reaction channel if this is a reaction channel that has 5,000 or less subs. And that's the thing. Someone's coming out with this information and going to talk about it. This is going to be a smaller channel that puts it out there, and then others are going to take it and run with it. The negative influence here with the Queen of Swords, though, someone's ready to fight. Someone's ready to fight. They want to mince their words. There's going to be threats of legal, and I would say whoever this reaction channel is that gets this information, not everything is correct that's going to be said. So just be careful with putting this information out, just due to not everything's going to be right the first time around. Put the information out, have other people follow the thread. That's what I'm going to say. Take the information, put it out, and then follow the thread. Have others follow the thread, because not everything's going to be right the first time around. What's going for this? Amber's very worried. This is Nine of Swords. This is depression. This is anxiety. This is worry. This is like, I need to numb myself before I go insane. Maybe not insane, but before I go like crazy, like before I like go and just crash out. As here in the past, this has been information someone's been sitting on for a while. This is information we've been sitting on for a while. We've been kind of sitting on our haunches, waiting for the right moment, trying to figure out what it's going to be. And here in the future, the Nine of Cups. So there's a double-edged sword to this. Amber's very worried, I feel like, from a PR standpoint, from a vanity standpoint. However, this is going to bring her so much money, it's not even funny. Let's get some clarity on this. Let's see what else we can know in terms of what's going on. This is lying about relationships. Why is this? Because it's time to announce clear communication, an announcement of contracts, agreements that we've had. Because from a material influence here, we've been knowing this. This is the tuning fork, clear audience. This is kind of like my tarot card in here. Look for divination, other divination methods. Other tarot readers, we've been telling you for a very long time how she's been making her money. That stuff's coming it feels like coming to the fruition, or at least that's the general energy here in the month of October. Because the hopes and fears here, this is something she's been building and trying to protect for a very long time. Unseen obstacle is that this is part of the cycle. This is part of the direction. This is part of the soul's journey. It's the part of the life's journey. It's like this is supposed to come out. This can't be hidden. It's just part of the whole thing. Because the negative influence here, yeah, be very careful how you're putting this information out. With the scales here, it's about justice, balance, legal institutions. There could be someone saying, I'm going to sue you because you put this information out there. Be very careful what you're doing and how you're talking about this, because there could be potential lawsuits that come from this. What's going on, though, is Amber's going to be putting on a mask saying, no, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. She's going to be putting on an acting her way out of it. You're going to see that she's bothered, but she's going to be hiding it as much as she can. Because here in the past, a little birdie once told me, there's a little birdie that's around Amber that's telling people all her secrets. And here in the future, it's all about transition, progress, navigation of life. This is time to move to a different spot. Whenever this starts coming out, again, I'm looking at this specifically for the month of October. Things are Amber has to move to the next thing that she feels comfortable with, where she's going, how she's feeling, and the such. So Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. When it comes to what is this big news everywhere, I think we're learning about where money's being sent, who she's been talking to. Just be careful though. Lawsuits are aplenty here, or someone's willing to go and do lawsuits. So let's see what else we got here from Miss Amber. I wonder who this will be. And you know what? Again, just be careful. So what else is coming up here for Amber in the month of October? What can we as an audience know? What should we as an audience know when it comes to Amber in the month of October? Things going on. So, and if you guys have any questions in the chat, just let me know. Because yeah, welcome Rose, hi Star Around, and Brienne. Yeah, can Amber just go away? I don't know. She says she's gonna be doing live streams intermittently. Like, yeah, I don't know. She's not able to control the narrative anymore, and it feels like she's gonna have even less control over the narrative here in the month of October. And maybe I'm not seeing everything in the month of October, but that's the general vibe. And you know what? I'm open to for things being pushed out too. So let's see what other information. Hi Armando. What else can we know here about Amber in the month of October? Things maybe potentially going on. Knight of Pentacles. Why is this? There's a project that she's been sitting on for a while, it seems like. She's got either a project, a way of making money, something that she wants, that she's been working on really, it's been very tedious. And she's been working on this for a long time, doing it in secret. Something that she's like been working on and off about is she coming out with like new merch items that she's been working on, or somebody else has been working on for her, and then she's gonna like, I'm gonna drop these like before the holiday season. Because from a material influence here, this is gonna fail. It's going to fail. It's going to be a business endeavor that does not move forward. Something like she's been working on either a project, maybe this is merch, maybe this is a podcast, maybe this is a different business venture that she's been working on in secret, but it's not, either it's failing or it hasn't, or it's moving kind of slowly, and the people that she's looking to work for or work with don't want to work with her anymore on it. Because the hopes and fears with the Queen of Wands reverse, it seems like she might have had a lot of opinions on how it should be done, this, that, and the other thing. There's also a lot of So there could be two things going on here. So the hopes and fears, Queen of Wands reversed. So one, it could be just being, I'm going to be a tyrant and it's my way or the highway type of energy here for her, for Miss Amber. The other thing that this could be, and this is my Tommy card, one of my Tommy cards. Typically Tommy shows up as like the King of Wands, not the Queen of Wands, but it could go be either way, right? I don't discriminate over here. We could be he, she, or they. I don't care. I believe in all of it. But with the Queen of Wands reversed, there's a fear of, one, she's being overbearing, potentially, of things going on. The other thing of it as well is this could be a person kind of coming in and saying, I'm not going to work with you anymore and I'm going to go against you. Because the unseen obstacle is that there's very quick change, movement around this project, whatever she's doing. Quick change, quick progress. And this is kind of coming out of nowhere for Amber, where it's kind of like, I don't know what's going on. Because the negative influence here is that she's been very streaky, very strategic about how this is going, and what she's been doing. But it's just not working out anymore. It's like, I've been hiding, I'm being sneaky, I'm trying to make money on my own terms here. What's going for her though is she's going to start a new cycle. I don't know if like she's going to start wherever this project is or whatever this way of making money is on like a different platform. It's either going to be a different platform, or maybe she's just going to go out and venture and start something new on like the World Wide Web somewhere else. For some reason too here, I keep seeing her have her own website, And I don't know what would be on this website, but there's something to do with I'm going to start my own website, World Wide Web. It might be easier for her to control the narrative over there. I don't need to worry about X to Y to Z. Because here in the past with the Ten of Swords reversed, yeah, someone backstabbed, someone betrayed. It's like I got here in the month of October, it's like someone sabotaged my project and where it was going, and now I can't move forward with it, but I'm taking it up and putting it somewhere else. And here in the future, yeah, she's going somewhere else with whatever this thing that she's doing here for making money. She's taking it, picking it up and putting it somewhere else, whether this is on her own platform, a different platform. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. She's been very sneaky with how she's providing a service, or someone kind of speaking out. It's something she's been working on in secret for a very long time as well. Four of Swords with the Seven of Swords as well. Things are kind of shaky a little bit. Not in the way of like, oh my gosh, it's going to fall apart, but people that she's been working on this with is kind of the shaky foundation. What she herself is doing is good. Oh, but where she's, and she can take it and pick it up and put it somewhere else is kind of what I'm seeing. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for Amber here as like another thing that's going on in her making money. And it feels like this is, and so I'll let y'all know, I've seen this several, well, you know what, we're just gonna take a look into it, because I have this strong belief, and I've seen it now, I think a couple times over. Amber has a different platform of which she does content on. Whether that's adult in nature or not, that remains to be seen. But she has a platform that she has not told her YouTube audience, her TikTok audience, or her Instagram audience that she is on publicly. So I believe that's where she was all of September. And I want to take a look if this, because I've seen this several times in readings before. And I want to take a look at how that business is going and let's just give her a reading on how is that business looking like in the month of October. So yeah, we will look at that. And Kathy Seal. Yeah, I'm doing readings on Amber and Foodie today. If you want a personal reading, I say you can go down below in the description box. I have readings that are open on my website. I am not currently giving out readings now. So just letting you know there. But yeah, readings are open if you would like to purchase one through my website. So, and hi Brenda, welcome. So let's take a look at, I want to take a look at this whole thing. What's the second business when it comes to Miss Foodie for Miss Amber? Again, I've been feeling she has this second business that she's making the bulk of her money on, that she doesn't need to report to the IRS at the end of the year. Okay, that's what I got. All right, so let's take a look. I have this belief. I've seen it several times over, and we will go from there. So let's take a look here with Miss Amber. Hi, Emma. Welcome. Thank you for the super chat as well. I really appreciate it. If y'all want to put some purple hearts in the chat for Emma, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you. So let's take a look here for Miss Amber and the secondary business and how's this going to kind of look or go here in the month of October for her. Okay. Oh, she's making money. She's doing real good with the secondary business that she's doing. She's making a lot of money. Why is this? Because she's going to be moving platforms. She's moving to a different platform. She's moving to a different place. Girl is rolling in the dough. Why is this? Because she's going to a different place. Or in this case, she's already gone to a different place and now she's going to be doing just fine. Because from a material influence here, she's going to have to spend a little bit of money to make some money. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. You know how I was saying the website before? I wonder, she's making money. She's rolling in the dough, y'all. Why is this? Because, well, she's doing some cross pollination. If y'all, I don't know if anyone's been seeing her shorts as of late. And the type of content that she seems to be pushing out over there that might be, I don't know, ED related or adult yum yum community related. Cough, cough. That's gonna she's gonna be using YouTube as a portal to push people to other platforms. And then if she does move platforms, like I think she might, she's gonna have to spend a little money to make money. Because the hopes and fears here is I don't want people knowing about this secondary business that I got going on. I don't want this out. Like, shh, keep it to yourself. This is, because the unseen obstacle is the strength card. Her ego is going to get in the way. She's going to get herself caught at this rate. It's, how do I put this? She's one reverse image Google search away from getting caught. Let's just put it like that. She's one reverse image search away from getting caught. It seems like to me. She herself is going to... What's going with what I'm being shown is, remember when Amber, when she first got with Wifey, and she was putting those clues in the titles to her live streams to like kind of say who this person is. And through those clues, the community was able to find out who Wifey was. Amber's going to be doing the same thing here, or probably something very similar to that. And that's going to get her caught. Like, and it doesn't mean that that's a 1-to-1 ratio. Like, oh, she's going to put stuff in her titles. Look at that. No, it's something different than that. That's just the example I'm being given, but there's something where she tells on herself. That's what kind of the energy was going on with Amber, because here's the negative influence, the Queen of Swords. She is like, she so badly wants to tell what she's been doing, and I think she wants to throw it in people's faces, saying, you think I can't work outside of YouTube? Well, you're wrong. I got all this money, I got all this dough that I'm rolling in, and she so badly wants to showcase it, to show people that, like, I don't need YouTube. She really wants to prove Gor World wrong. Because what's going for her as well, is she move into a different home? She's going to a different platform, or she's building up a different foundation or a different base. In the month of October, she's doing extremely well. It feels like, in my opinion, adult yum yum community type of work. You know what? That's what I'm going to go with. I keep seeing it over and over and over again, and she's building a new home, a new base, a foundation, new clients. She's building up quite a solid base of clients, and whether or not she takes them with her wherever she goes, because here in the past, yeah, I've laid my seeds, I've planted my seeds, and now it's time to harvest. I've worked hard, I've done the work to build this thing up, and now I'm going to do it. And now here in the future, the Four of Swords are up reversed. Girl's ready to defend this with everything that she's got. Like, she really likes this new content that she's doing here in the month of October. This work she likes, and she will defend it, and she will do whatever she can to keep it, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. We'll grab some clarifiers for this secondary business she's got. Because, yeah, at the center of this, she's kind of going into a different, in this month of October, excuse me, with this being the UFO, the alien, the unknown, different reality, she's going, again, it feels like where we're headed with this, going over the money card. She's rolling in the dough, but I think she's kind of unsure of what kind of dough she's rolling in. What are we doing? How are we doing it? Also, it feels like the vibe changes in the month of October for her when it comes to new things, people, new people and places. Also, welcome. Hi, Boo Squeezy. And hey, oh, hell no. Welcome. Because why is this? Full moon. She feels like she's just growing to a different... She feels like she's just going to a different space. Also, with this being the full moon... Can I get another clarifier on this one, please? Yeah, she feels like she's in control. On this new platform, she feels like she's in control. She's playing the game. She's doing everything and everything. And she's like, she's lying to her audience. She's able to skirt past the rules, y'all. Because from a material influence, she's just waiting for things to kind of blow up. It does seem like, or it's like waiting, delays all in due time. I don't know how she gets paid on this other platform, but it does seem like she does have money that she's going to have to spend or put out to make money, and she's kind of just waiting for that moment, just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen next when it comes to her money. What's that new paycheck going to look like? Because again, the hopes and fears, she's just, again, we're going to keep seeing her face getting rounder and rounder. Yeah, her face is just going to keep getting rounder and rounder. With the martini glass, this is like celebration. She feels so happy. And it's like, I'm celebrating. I'm doing really good. She's eating. She's drinking. She's doing all the awesome things. She doesn't want people to know about that, though. She doesn't want to know how she's essentially just like, she's made it to a point where she's so happy for herself. Like, she's just so happy with this secondary business. She feels like she's on top of the world. Unseen obstacle, though. This is going to get exposed. Viral moment, big news everywhere. Her ego is going to get popped. Because other people are going to find her. And you always want to ruin things for me. You ruin everything. I don't know if anyone remembers that little meltdown, but it's like, you guys ruined everything. When she first got with Tommy. Yeah. It's like, and then they broke up the first time. It's like, you guys ruined everything. Why do you do this to me? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's kind of what this feels like. She's going to be like, you ruined everything for me. Now I can't even do this anymore. Because, again, the negative influence, there's video evidence of this secondary business. There's video, there's capturing, there's documentation. People are finding out about this. What's going for her, though, is that this is supposed to end. Whatever secondary business, wherever she's at right now, it's not going to last. Or I should say, the business itself might last. The platform, though, is going to be shut down. And I think there's going to be a lot of mad people at Amber because she shut down a platform that I feel like a lot of people work on. Allegedly conspiracy, whatever. Because here in the past, she's like, yeah, I'm going to go and do the cool thing, and I'm going to ascend. I'm going to get greater understanding of where I'm going. I'm going to travel. I'm going to go. I'm going to have freedom to do what I want, eat what I want, say what I want, and I don't have to worry about Gor World nitpicking me. But here in the future, again, it's all about, this is a part of her journey. This is a part of her life. This is where she needs to go. And she's just going to be greedy and try and get all the money that she possibly can. Because I don't know if she does not have a... And so, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean it to be mean, and I don't mean it to be, like, super accusatory, and I don't mean it to be, like, snarky or anything. Like, please don't take it like that. And if you do, I'm sorry ahead of time. But Amber, I don't believe, has a high opinion of herself. And a lot of people are going to be like, well, she's a narc, and of course she's going to have a high opinion of herself. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You guys can believe that. There has never been a real diagnosis. We have a lot of us who believe that due to the evidence that we see in front of us and things that we see, right? And people can have narcissistic tendencies. I don't believe Amber has a high self-esteem, and she thinks highly of herself in reality. So in reality, when you don't think highly of yourself, you kind of put yourself in a fantasy realm where you're like, you're the best thing ever. You're the shit. You got all your stuff together. You're the biggest, the best, the brightest. And so you try creating the delusion in your mind, or because you're trying to lie to yourself that you don't feel like shit about yourself, right? You're lying to yourself about that. And it feels like she is trying to create the mentality that she has in her head into reality. But it's really hard to do because when her brain is telling her, yeah, you got all this stuff, but then you have people on the outside not validating that, it's kind of, it's hard. Also, I get to that you know how when you have the entire world telling you you're one way, and like when you have like that toxic relationship, so like you almost become trauma bonded, like you and like your toxic partner against the world because you're pushing them into their arms. That's what it kind of feels like here with Amber, but Amber and her mind and how she looks at herself. Because I don't think she has a healthy relationship with herself. Oh, this is my personal opinion. And so her not having that healthy relationship with herself is causing, and everyone telling her, no, that's not a healthy relationship. She's just clinging harder to the unhealthy relationship that she has with herself, which then she's trying to project out. Yeah, I'm looking in the chat, Armando, like, yeah, kind of like WandaVision. Yeah, I think it's very similar to WandaVision. Very similar to WandaVision. And it's not that I'm not like sad, like, and I'm kind of sad for that because it sucks. I've been there. Like, for me, it's been more along the lines of like, I have this imaginary relationship in my head because your girl I got relationship issues. I'm working on them. I'm seriously working on them, and I have. But I've been there. I've done that. It sucks. And coming out of those delusions or coming out of that reality and realizing that shit, I am the problem. It's hard. And that's really, really hard, especially with someone who's been, I think, has built such a codependency on this toxic relationship with herself. It's kind of sad, to be 100% honest. So that's what I'm kind of getting there for Amber. The secondary business as well, I don't think is healthy for her either when it comes to building up a healthy relationship with herself. I do feel like it's toxic. And the secondary business she's got on the side just feeds into it. So instead of in reality feeling good, it's the ego that feels good. That's what this feels like. So again, I'm not an armchair doctor, but that's what I get. Or I should say, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just putting out, that. So, all right, let's take a look here. I want to do one more reading with Amber, and I want to take a look at it in terms of the U of a tubes. And I want to take a look into how does YouTube feel about Amber in the month of October? I want to see that because it seems like October is the beginning of their big AdSense months. Amber's been making them a lot of money over the course of time. So I want to see how is YouTube feeling about October and Amber. Also, hi Rainbow Pickle, and you're welcome for the membership. Same for Ski in Tacoma. I will be going live. I'm hoping I'm going to be going live again next week. So if y'all want a chance of getting a membership, stop on in. You might get a better chance of getting one. So let's take a look here. I want to take a look at how is YouTube feeling about Amber how is YouTube feeling about Amber, right? Let's see. How is YouTube feeling about Amber in the month of October? Page of Swords. Why is this? Ooh. So I'm going to pull, might as well just keep pulling. We'll pull the first 5, because that always is helpful. Actually, I'm going to pull the full thing. Yep. Okay. All right. So here in the past, we have the 4 of Cups showing up. How did YouTube feel about Amber in the past? 4 of Cups reversed. Interesting. This is weird. How is YouTube feeling about Amber? So at the center of it all, we have the Page of Swords, which is, oh, you're finally back. Welcome. There's also a new communication it feels like YouTube is having with Amber. I don't know if Amber recently just got a new YouTube manager. I hear yes. Amber did just recently get a new YouTube manager. So it's like she's got new communication with this, with the platform. Why is this? Because of some negative aspects. Also, she's been gone for a while. There's been some changes internally at YouTube. Because from a material influence here with Knight of Cups being, or Knight of Coins being upright, she's been very consistent in making money. Her name's been very consistent in making money, looking at the analytics, the metrics. She's consistent. She makes money. She's good. She's fine. She must have got a new YouTube manager though. And there's some more scrutiny that's going on behind the scenes for her. The hopes and fears though, with the Two of Wands upright though, I mean, this could be friction. There could be some friction between YouTube and Amber. But I also see is like they're trying to figure out a new direction for her. It does seem as though they want to keep her on the platform. They like what she does. She's been consistent over multiple years. And they want to try and find something new for her. It does seem like they've gone and reviewed some old content. And they're like, well, what can we do here in the month of October? Like, what can we do? How can we make this better? How can we evolve the content moving forward for you now that, like, we've seen the old stuff? We need to move away from that. We have new things going on. However, the unseen obstacle here is the Queen of Pentacles reverse. I don't think Amber wants to change. I think Amber wants to keep doing the same things over and over again. And she's like, if I can't, then I'm gone off the platform. She doesn't want to change. And I'm okay with, and like, she's okay with that, then that's her prerogative. If she doesn't want to change, she doesn't need to stay on a platform. The negative influence here with the Justice card reversed is she's going to try and keep skirting the rules. YouTube knows this. They keep seeing it. The reports are coming in. And they're not doing anything about it because I've done some previous readings and it feels like we just don't want it because there's certain metrics at YouTube that I believe. I don't know any of this. This is just my belief system and what I've been shown through psychic downloads and the such. That there's like a certain metric that she's above. And when she's above that certain metric, it's a buttload of paperwork needed to put down consequences at YouTube. Allegedly conspiracy, whatever. And it seems like she's still above that metric. So it's going to be a ton of paperwork. So she's able to get away with things. I also see, though, is that the amount of reports coming in for things, it's going to be kind of hard to ignore when it comes to this community. This community is a little ratchet. We'll call it that. What's going for Amber, and I should say, what's going for YouTube, they're going to have a really hard time defending their choices when it comes to Amber and Amber's choices. Amber, at the end of the day, will be the downfall of herself. She does not need help from the community. She does not need help from outside sources. She herself is her own worst enemy at the day. She is the one of whom will bring her consequences. I get from Spirit that's like, girl, she will be the one who takes her own self down. We just have to sit back, watch, relax, and enjoy. If you are one of those people who are like, let's sit back and watch the drama, her consequences are coming, and she's not able to defend herself against her consequences. Here in the past with the Four of Cups reversed, it does seem like YouTube's like, it's not that we're going to give you another chance. It's that we're looking at different avenues for Amber. I feel like for sure, like with YouTube and how they're feeling about Amber, it's like, we want you to go in a different direction. They want you to see where things are other than what you've been doing. It feels like it's very centered around the food content. Again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, YouTube just put in a new report feature for EDs in the report features. Seems like we're giving you an out. We're telling you ahead of time. Amber's still doing what she wants to do. Because here in the future, the Six of Swords, I'm not moving. I'm not changing. We're being delayed. Things aren't moving forward. That's how I think YouTube is seeing Amber right now. They're like, you aren't moving. You aren't changing in the month of October. I don't know if she's getting like a grace period. I hear yes. I'm not sure. So I'm just looking into the chat here. Excuse me, hold on. Now I'm starting to burp, which is weird. Don't do that very often. I can hear at Armando. Is the reporting growing more? Like how much percent wise? Like curious in my opinion. So when I'm looking at the reporting of it, I do feel like there's because of the new ED report function on YouTube, I feel like the amount of reporting is getting more consistent and more concise. And in doing so, it gets harder for the content creator to skirt around rules. Because now, what I'm seeing in my mind is that there are multiple departments for reporting. So like when you get a report, like when you're reported or like your videos are reported and it's like it goes to a human review, there's departments for each different reporting function or feature. So like if your video is getting reported for, I don't know, hate or bullying, then there's like a department for that. That's like good at noticing like that, like that's what their department is for, and like the reporting area of YouTube or the reporting department of YouTube. They just added the new ED one, it feels like recently. And so a lot of the reports will now go specifically to, instead of it being maybe divvied up how it was last time, like if you reported this violation in the algorithm or in this video, it got maybe split up between 3 different teams. So like you could have the same video get reported, but it would go to 3 different teams. And so you wouldn't really realize how much the video was actually being reported, and you wouldn't see it as a problem because it got split up in so many different directions, right? Now with the new feature, it goes directly to this department. And instead of a video that might have been split up between 3 different teams in the past, it's now going to just one. And so now that things have been like more condensed down into, oh shit, we have this video and we're seeing that this is a problem with this video, now things are getting reported easier and it's more efficient in figuring out, no, this video is violating community guidelines or the terms of service. That's how I'm seeing it, how it's changed. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, if y'all think that I have all these interesting things now, I don't. I have no insight into how any of this works. This is just like what I'm being given from like downloads and the such. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so that's what I had for Amber. Let's take a look into what's going on with Foodie Beauty because I'm curious. I'm sure everyone else here is curious as well. So let's take a look at what's going on with Foodie Beauty in her month of October. She's allegedly coming back to Canada in October, y'all. I don't know. She's been grifting real hard. She's changed her plane ticket at least 3 different times as far as I'm aware of. And apparently she's not even coming back for Canadian Thanksgiving. What? No. That's a sad day. So let's take a look here at what's going on with Miss Foodie. What's going on there and what's kind of coming up for her month of October. So let's take a look. What's going on or what's going for Miss Foodie Beauty, aka Chantal Marie Sarot, in the month of October. What's going on here? What's the general vibe for Chantal in the month of October? Why is this? Oh, dear child. She's not going anywhere if she has something to say about it. Okay, so looking here for Miss Chantal in her energy. She's robbing Peter to pay Paul. Temperance card. I'm trying to maintain balance between one aspect of my life and another. Why is this? Because I don't want people to know what's going on. I also want to maintain my secrets. I do not want my ass out. I do not want my ass hanging out the door. I don't want my ass hanging out the window of the airplane as I go out. She doesn't want that. She wants everything to stay hidden, buried underneath the ground. Because from material influence, she's not going. If people send her money, alleged for entertainment purposes only, it's not going to her travel expenses. She is spending that money in 15 other different ways other than travel. If someone bought her a ticket, she is now going to the airport. She is getting that ticket refunded, taking that money and giving it somewhere else. Because from the hopes and fears, her marriage is crumbling down. Her faith is crumbling down. Whatever she believes in is crumbling down. Like, everything is going down for her. Because the unseen obstacle for her is the High Priestess. Spirit has a plan. There's truth. There's divination. There's internal knowing. She's got to go. But her energy is like, I'm not going unless I have to. Also, all of her magical stuff that she's had going in the past, that's coming back to bite her in the ass. You've done this way? Okay. Because the negative influence here, the Emperor, she's trying to maintain control. She wants her cake and eating it too. She wants to be on her throne. This is legitimately her. She wants to be on her throne and have everything given to her. This is the Aries card. This is the Emperor. It's like, I want to be in control. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to be the big man on top. The negative, what's going for her is that she is maintaining her secrets in the month of October. Things aren't coming out this month. At least not in the way that maybe the community wants them to. Because here in the past, lies, deceit, deception, she's being a snake oil salesman in every way possible. She's lying to her beezers. She's getting money. She's not putting money towards travel. However, here in the future, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Bad luck, bad opportunity past the month of October. Her money's going to be drying up. If she thinks that's like, okay, I can keep grifting, I can keep doing this, I can keep doing that, I'm going to keep getting this money, bad luck, bad opportunities on the way for her. This is bad money decisions. This is the drying up. The well is run dry. The vault is empty. Let's take a look. What other information can we get here? She's trying to anchor herself wherever she's at. Why is this? Because she wants to avoid accountability. She wants to avoid authority. She wants to avoid discipline. If she goes back to Canada, she knows what awaits her there. She's going to do everything that she can so she does not have to go back to Canada. She's got legal issues there. Because from a material influence here with the Chariot, she doesn't know. She's living in her own little world. She's not moving forward. She doesn't know where she's going to get money. She doesn't know where she's going because she does not want to go back to Canada. Her hopes and fears is she just wants someone to love her. She's hoping for someone's message. She's hoping for a letter. She's hoping for something that's going to say, "Come back, I love you." She wants She just wants someone to say, "I love you. I want you to stay. Please let me stay." That's what she wants at the end of the day. I don't think she's going to get that, though. If she's hoping for, "I need you to stay. I need you to stay. I want you to love me. I want you to love me. I need you." That's not coming. Because the negative or the unseen obstacle here is shit's not coming out now. But just wait. It's all about divine timing, y'all. Not right now. The hourglass. The sand's ticking down, though. That sand is ticking down here in the month of October. We might have a very boring month of October from Foodie. This is all about patience, divine timing. Things aren't happening right now, and that's the obstacle for Foodie. It's like, not right now, not right now. Because what the negative influence here is there's divine protection for a lot of other people. Because this is the negative influence for her. If she's trying to manipulate others or control others, they are divinely protected, they are divinely guided, and they are having good times ahead. Whoever she is trying to take down or have negative influence over or control over, it will not work. They are being divinely protected, and they have positive times ahead. What's going for her? She's taking a chance. She's not going to know the entire plan. She doesn't know what secrets are coming out. She's gambling on the fact that things aren't going to come out. She's gambling that she's like, I won't have to face accountability. I won't have to go back. Here in the past, again, lying, manipulation, Eye of Horus, protection, insight. She's trying to get divine insight too, and she's kind of just been trying to use use tarot readers, use people who are spiritual to avoid accountability, to protect herself, lie through her teeth. Here, however, here in the future, there's about inner peace, meditation, mandala. What else can we get here? Whatever she's trying to do on like a spiritual sense, divining sense, I think we're going to have to take a look more into this bad luck for her in the future. There's bad luck, there's bad opportunity, there's also a sense of what goes around comes around. And here at the bottom of the deck, this month of October is going to be a transformative month for Miss Foodie, is kind of the vibe I'm getting here for her. We're going to take a look at what this bad luck, bad opportunity is going to be. And then I want to take a look at what is these, what is this legal issue or police issue that she's not wanting to talk about. Like, she doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to face accountability. She wants to keep this hidden. So let's take a look at what... I want to take a look first at the bad luck, bad opportunity. Sorry. Bad luck, bad opportunity. What is going on for Miss Foodie here? Or I should say Chantal. What's going on for Chantal, this bad luck, bad opportunity that is coming for her? So let's take a look. I'm not sure, Armando. Her aura is like gray-black, which usually means she's going through a transformation or something, sometimes something else. If her aura is gray/black, it could be taking a few days. It could mean a transformation. It could mean that she's just shrouding herself from other things. It also could be that she is just she is putting out a very toxic environment, that like around her is toxicity. Her herself has not been cleared. It has not been cleansed. It has not been grounded. It could be a couple different things depending on the person. So let's take a look. What is this bad luck, bad opportunity coming here for Miss Foodie in the future? Allegedly conspiracy, whatever. I don't know jack shenanigans. Again, I don't know much. I just read cards and have fun and interpret what they are saying and see what we can see. All right? All right. So let's take a look. What's this bad luck, bad opportunity? Well, she's in some sort of lose-lose situation. She's damned if she's due. She's damned if she doesn't. Because she's going to be forced to reevaluate what she's doing. She's going to be forced to reevaluate the who's, the what's, the when's, the where's, the why's. She's in a lose-lose situation. And she's being forced to look at life differently. Her feet are upside down. She's hung upside down. And she has to look at life in a new perspective. Lack of money, lack of resources, due to her just not being... She's in a situation of which put herself in. Because from a material influence to a swords upright, she's stuck in indecision of what she should do. Should I stay or should I go now? Because her hopes and fears is she wants a fight. Why do you want to fight so much? She wants a fight. She wants something big, explosive. It's like, I'll grab a clarifier for that. But with the Queen of Swords, it's like, the hopes and fears too is that maybe I don't want to fight. But this is her just like, I want my words going back and forth. Unseen obstacle here. 10 of Cups. This is family doesn't want her. She doesn't have a supportive network. This is being thrown out the door. Also, whatever vices that she might be using, she's not able to get that. Friends, family, people just aren't on her side. Because the negative influence here is the 5 of Cups. You got to pick up your life and move on and go to the next thing. It's about moving on. She's struggling to move on from people, places, and situations. Because what's going for her in this bad luck, bad opportunity is she's unable to control anybody anymore. She can't control people. The control's gone. She's got to go and try something different. Because here in the past, you had an opportunity. Where are you going, baby? Where are you going? She had the opportunity to fly and move and go anywhere that she wanted, to strike out her own path. But here in the future, no more resources, no more love, no more abundance. Your winning season is over. This is what's kind of coming in her future. It's bad luck, bad opportunity. She's struggling to move on, and she's going to have to make a decision. Her control's going away. Her network of people are going away. I do want to get a clarifier for this Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords here reversed. Can we just get a clarifier for that, please? Yeah, her hopes and fears is she wants to be bonded, she wants to be limiting, she wants to be attached. She wants attachment, but the Queen of Swords is all about detachment. She's going to be detached from reality around her, even though she's going to be bound to the earth. This is all about people she wants to keep under her rule, keep under her thumb, but it's just going to keep slipping away, slipping away, slipping away. Like, there's not much really left. Like, whatever control that she has over other people is kind of just going away. That's kind of looking at her month of October. It's her control's going completely away in the month of October. Okay, so what is this thing that what's the Judgment reversed? What's the Police? What's this thing that she's trying to avoid? She doesn't want to go back. She doesn't want to go. So, yeah, I'm looking here. Boo, squeezy. Yeah, she burned all of her bridges. Yeah, all of Chantal's bridges have been burned. Her control's done. It's over with. The less materially that she has, the less control that she has. Can she? I mean, let's take a look. I mean, I want to take a look at this quick. Actually, you know what? I will leave this a little bit. What I'm going to take a look at actually is how can she change this? How can she get control again? Why don't we take a look? How can Chantal get control back? How can she control her life back? What's the advice Spirit has for her to gain her control over her life back, right? Let's take a look. Let's give some Chantal some advice here, y'all. And maybe this can be helpful to others in the audience as well. So what could Chantal do to maintain control, get control back of other people? Like, well, not of other people, but her life, the circumstances, the situations of which she puts herself in. Like, what's the advice for that? What could she do? What can Chantal do to gain control over her life again? Let's take a look. The Sun reversed. Huh. Why is this? The Nine of Pentacles reversed. Spill all of her secrets. You want to gain control over it? Don't let your secrets control you. Control your secrets. So the Sun reverse, this is like, okay, you've been holding everything in. Why is this? Because you've been trying to maintain your money, but you are not abundant. The more that you have been trying to hold things in and keep everything in the tower, the less money you've made. The less abundance you've had, the less prosperity that you feel in all ways of life. Spiritually, materially, emotionally, mentally, the more you hold in, the less control you have, the less abundance you have, the less in control you feel. From a material influence, if you're the one who comes to the table first, if you're the one who spills them, then they don't have control over you anymore. Because her hopes and fears is the Six of Pentacles reverse. Does she have enough to maintain her? I also think her health is a lot worse than what people think. How does she gain control again? Well, the hopes and fears for that is, do I overdo it? As well with the money too. It's like, there's this, I'll grab a clarifier for this. She's having struggles with her health, mental health, personal health. The unseen obstacle, though, is that she feels trapped by others around her. Foodie, you don't have control over your life because everybody controls you. Everybody controls her. Everyone's looking out to get her. I mean, that's the unseen obstacle, is that there's a bunch of people who are out to get her. The ones that she thinks are out to get her, are they truly out to get her? No. But it's the ones that she's like, I have trust in you. I have somewhat trust in you. Those are the ones that want to screw her over the most. Like, the ones that she thinks are good are the ones who really, she's got some ops in her corner. Like, spill what you got. Then what do they have over you, right? If you allow your secrets to control you, right? Because the negative influence here, 3 of Pentacles, she's losing money. You're losing money, you're losing faith, you're losing your supporters because you aren't telling the truth. How does she gain control over this? It's by, I don't know, spilling everything. With 3 of Pentacles reversed here as well, her money's being spread so thin. Money's being spread thin. Connections are being spread thin. There's people who don't want to work with her anymore because you keep holding all this stuff in. What's going for her is the 7 of Cups. You know what you have to do, Chantal. Show all the masks. Take all of them off. How do you gain control again? Take it all off. You know what you have to do. Here in the past, the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Things haven't worked out in the way that she's wanted to. And then here in the future, the Page of Cups reversed. What? I'm going to grab clarifier for that. I don't like that. I don't like that card at all. She wants control over her life again. You need to look at what's illusion versus reality. You got to take a look at yourself in the mirror, even though you might not want to. Because there's a lot of freaking secrets at the bottom that you've been holding on to. How do you gain control of your life? Get the lock, get the key. Time to be the star of your own show again. That's how she gains control of her life again. You want to gain control of other people. You want the abundance. You want the prosperity. If you are the one, you hold on to your secrets, the more that you hold on to your secrets, the more that they control you instead of you controlling them. Other people too, controlling her behind the scenes because she's allowed herself to be controlled. That's Chantal. Chantal, you've allowed yourself to be controlled by other people, and I don't think you like it. You want to maintain your control. You want to have people not be speaking about you. Well, then you start speaking about other people. You come to the table first. That's what it kind of is. I don't know. But can she do that over in Syria? I don't think she can. I don't know if she can truly speak about other people in Syria. Does she feel like she can? I don't know. But that's what I'm seeing. How does she maintain control again? That's what you got to do. All right. So let's take a look here. What's kind of this major worry of why she doesn't want to go back to Canada? She's like, I want to keep everything hidden. I don't want people knowing things. I don't want to face accountability. What's this all about? So I am like sweating hard. It's hot here today. I don't like it. But let's take a look. Authority, personal discipline, safety, moral compass. She doesn't want to deal with legal consequences, allegedly. So let's take a look at what more can we learn about this? Why is she so afraid of this? Why does she not want this coming out? What is this kind of more about here with Miss Foodie here in the month of October? Her legacy, the network of people that she's around, her money. Her money goes a lot more places than what she says it does. Girl makes bank every month, but lives as cheaply as possible because her money's being put into so many other different pots. Why is this? Because of money. I don't know what's going on with her money situation, where her money goes, what interludes that she's got, but her money is a major issue. Her money is a massive issue. And why she does not want to go back. She does not want people digging into her finances. She does not want people digging into how much she's really making, where that money is going, because from material influence, it's not going where it said it was. This is the Chariot reversed. There's issues where money has been taken out. There's issues where, in my opinion, Bitcoin has been bought and sold and traded. all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Because the hopes and fears, she's afraid of the wee-woo wagon. She's afraid of the wee-woo wagon, and she's trying to stay out of the law, the enforcement. She's trying to hide out in Syria. She wants to just stay there because she doesn't want to come face the issues that she's got with her money and how things been bought, sold, traded, tracked, and made. There's something wrong with her Canadian taxes. I also think that there's something very, very much wrong with the amount of money that she's actually made and where it's been spent and where it went. Because the unseen obstacles here, though, is the Ten of Swords reversed. There's a major backstab and betrayal coming to her. Massive backstab and betrayal. Someone is ratting her out, it seems like. Because the negative influence, she didn't pay somebody. You didn't pay, so because you didn't pay, you pay up a different way. What's going for her? She's lying. She's trying to deceive people. She's trying to deflect people away from this issue. Here in the past, though, where she's been sending money, the deals that she's been brokering, the people that she's been exchanging money with, there's money all over this. And then here in the future, she's going to try to escape accountability. That's the Seven of Wands upright. You see this person, bunch of people coming at her. In the month of October, she's like, I'm not coming back to that mess. Everyone's coming for my ass, and it's not happening because of who she's attached to. She does not want to deal with the consequences of who she's attached to. Why is this? Because this fall, things have been moving and ramping up. Material influences. She took a gamble. She rolled the dice, tried to figure out a new way. Tried to make money, tried to send money here, tried to send money there. Hopes and fears. She wants to keep everything to herself so she doesn't have to give it up to authorities. Negative influence, though. She's got to go. She's got to flee. She's got to fly. She's got to go somewhere else. She's got to get on that plane. Because the negative influence, she's been putting on an act of who she really is, what she's really been doing, and how she's been making money. What's going for her? She's trying to get to the next level up, but her mouth's going to get her in trouble. I do not know what she's up to. It seems like she's trying to get to this next step, but she is putting her foot in her mouth as she's doing so. What is she a part of here in the past? New beginnings. Someone made an offer or made a deal with her, and now she's a part of this whole thing. And here in the future, she's got hope. She's got hope that she is going to get the frickety frick out of this, and she's gonna boing it over all these people coming for her ass. Because what else is here? There's a lot of obstacles. There's a lot of obstacles. There's a lot of hoops and walls to jump over for her that she's going to have to try and get around. And I don't know if she's going to be able to get around it, but that's why she's not wanting to go back. She does not want this. She does not want this at all. At the bottom of the deck, she's trying to weigh all of her different options. What mask am I going to do? What should I do? Is she looking to buy a different identity so that when she gets back into Canada, that she's coming in under a different name, so it's not attached to the Chantal Marie Soreau? Is she coming in under Marie Pondu? Because also at the bottom of the deck was the bottle, which is new beginnings, the birth of something new. Is she trying to find a false identity so she can get back into Canada and then that she can do what she needs to do but kind of fly under the radar? Because that's what this is feeling like to me. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. Girl is in some next level bullshittery, in my opinion here, when it comes to trying to avoid accountability for other people, moves that she has made with her own money. I'm not seeing the justice card though, so I don't know if it'll actually end up, she will get justice for this. But I am seeing that this is a massive, massive like thing of hers. Like, this is a massive concern of hers. So let's see what else is going on here with this Foodie Booty. What else can we know about her? Things going on here in the month of October. So let's just see what else can we know about Foodie going here into the month of October. Let's see. What else do we have going on here in the month of October for Foodie, aka Chantal Marie Sorrow? King of Pentacles reversed. Why is this? Someone's screwing her over on her money. Someone's taking the money and running with it. If she thinks someone is like, oh, they're taking the money and then she's going to help Armando, is she going to try to disguise herself? I mean, Armando, maybe. I mean, she is wearing a hijab. Chantal is wearing a hijab. If she takes the hijab off, I don't think people are going to recognize her. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to feel. Because she looks very different with her hijab off and off versus on. I'll just say that. Most likely. We haven't seen it in like a couple of years, but speculation. So going back here, what other information do we need to know? There is a King of Pentacles here who is just taking her money. Why is it? Because this is a bad business deal. She's working with somebody who is just taking her money and is not ever going to give anything back to her. Because from a financial influence here, the Nine of Swords, she's very worried. She's very anxious about this individual. There's an individual that she's been giving a lot of money to, that she's very worried about speaking, worried about doing something, coming at her in the middle of the night to get what is due to them. It's like she's paying this person off, or trying to pay this person off, but I do not know how much longer she can pay this person off. Because the negative influence here is, or the hopes and fears, is the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to have to dive into more money that she doesn't know where she's going to get it from. The vault is empty. She's got to open the vault, and she's got to take it out of her personal stash to pay this person off. Because the negative, unseen obstacle here is the King of Swords. Legal issues. Legal fees. Who do we know currently, alleged, that is currently going through some legal issues in her life? Some people won't say, oh, she's not talking to him. I don't think they ever stopped. But that's the King of Swords. Someone also, this could be legal issues. This could also be someone just taking her money and not giving her anything in return. The also negative influence here too is with the Knight of Wands. There's someone spending it all on party favors. Someone's spending it all on party favors and not for what they've been saying it's for. And she's getting none of it. Because what's going for her? Six of Pentacles. Unequal exchange. That's the Six of Pentacles. Broken contracts. Broken agreements. Saying one thing. Doing another. Someone's just been taking her money and running in the entire month. Because here in the past, this is a wolf in disguise. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Someone's just here being like, yeah, I got you. And then in reality, they really don't. And they've proved to Foodie, aka Chantal, in the past that they aren't a good person. But she keeps falling for the same thing. Because here in the future, she's going to run out of things to give. She's running out of energy. She's running out of spells. She's running out of everything. Whatever she's trying to concoct up when it comes to money, comes to abundance, comes to prosperity, she doesn't got anything left in the tank. All alleged. But there's nothing left here in the month of October. Like, she's going to expend herself to the point of, I don't got anything left. She's super worried about someone talking, though. There's someone here who is just taking her money in the month of October and doing nothing for her. If she thinks, oh, yeah, they're going to help me. No, they aren't. She thinks, oh, I'm going to have control over them. No, they aren't. No, she isn't. She's losing money like nobody's business. And she's just not going to have money. They're actually going to be probably more of a double crosser than anything. So, all right. The last thing, do we need to know anything else going on here in October? No. So we're just going to take a look. Same thing that we did with Amber. What's going on? How does YouTube feel about Foodie in the month of October? Let's take a look. How does Foodie feel? How does YouTube feel about Foodie in the month of October? Let's take a look. How does YouTube feel about Foodie in the month of October? I think things are going to start kicking off soon with her, but I don't know. We will see. Soon is a relative time frame. So let's take a look here with Foodie. What's going on with her? How is YouTube feeling about her in the month of October? And then if you guys have any other questions y'all want me to answer, just put them in the chat. So, okay, let's take a look here. How is YouTube feeling about Foodie in the month of October? She's losing them money. She's losing them a lot of money. Also, the stability of her income, of what she's been able to provide, gone. Why is this? Because she's taking it all for herself. Whatever money she's been able to make, she's taking that, and she's not a stable income for YouTube anymore because she's now taking it all for herself through PayPal. There is issues there with PayPal because from material influence as well, there's past transgressions that they are now looking into. YouTube's mad about that they aren't getting a cut here in October. It's going to be kind of a little bad because, again, the unseen, the hopes and fears. How's YouTube feeling about Chantal? You kind of are taking more off of our platform than you're giving. It's not going to be good. YouTube's not happy with her. Unseen obstacles. She's been lying. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of deceit. There's a lot of deception. Also, I see this as breaking rules. You've been skirting around our rules. You've been breaking our rules. Negative influence. The Knight of Swords. There's also something that she says that they're like, she's already been caught for the word bees in her titles, and she can't smoke shisha. She's got to be blowing bubbles now on camera. That's what she calls it. She's skirting around the rules, and YouTube is not liking this. There's also a fight. There's also something that she says, it feels like in the month of October, that they're like, we don't like the way you're talking. The negative influence here, or what's going for YouTube and Chantal, they're looking to drop her. If she doesn't clean up her act, they're looking to drop her completely. My Ten of Wands, when I see it reversed, it says like you're releasing of the burden to restructure. Chantal better be very careful in the month of October. It does seem as though YouTube is looking to potentially drop her from their platform. It might not be getting rid of her channel. It could be, we might just demonetize you. Because here in the past, yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Reversed. We haven't been getting any money from you. And here in the future, the Seven of Cups. In the month of October, it feels like we're not sure what option we're going to go with quite yet with Foodie. That's the general vibe that I'm getting. Like, they don't know what they're going to do with her quite yet in October, but she can either straighten herself out and keep making the platform money, or she can keep doing what she's doing and then just gets completely demonetized. Because here in the middle of it, yeah, at the center of it, surprise, gifts, unexpected good news. Not really. With that being over, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, like you're getting gifts, you're getting money, you're getting stuff, but you aren't giving it to us. That's how YouTube's feeling. It's like you're getting a lot of gifts over there, you're getting a lot of money, but we're not getting a cut of it. Why are they feeling? It's like, yeah, because this fall season, so fall goes until December 21st. This fall season is a big month that YouTube wants their money. YouTube wants their cut. Fall's a massive month for them. Quarter 4. It's starting real quick here. It's already started. How are they feeling about Foodie? We're supposed to be getting a lot of money from you. Where's our money? We want to reap the rewards of having you on our platform, but they are not seeing the rewards on our on the platform because the negative from material influence. We've planted the seeds. We think that you have a lot of strength. We have a lot of potential, but that's what was you in the past. Where's our tree here in the current? We've invested in you now. Why are you not investing in us? Negative influence here as well. There's bad intentions here, or I should say hopes and fears. There's negative attention. There's ill intentions. There's bad karma coming this way in the month of October. How's YouTube feeling about Chantal? They do not have high expectations for her. And she just keeps lying. She keeps skirting. She keeps going against everything. They're finding out more stuff about her. Unseen obstacles, though, for YouTube is the limitations bonded. Can we get another clarifier for this? There's a lot of lies, deceit, deception. They're not 100% certain where they're going to go with her this month. But it's almost like October is the month. It's the deciding month of should you stay or should you go. So October is the month of get your shit figured out or you're gone from this platform. Or I should say, you're gone from monetization on this platform. Because the negative influence here is it's time for karma. You put out bad karma, that's what you'll get back. Whatever you put out into the universe, you will now get back. It's all about discipline too. I don't know if in the month, again, this month of October, she better get her shit together. Because what's going for YouTube and how they're feeling about Chantal, there's gonna be a very clear announcement. Very clear communication. Very clear announcements of you either need to shit or get off the pot. Figure your shit out or you're gone or you're demonetized. You're not a part of that program anymore. Because here in the past, it's all about we've had our eye on you for a while. You brought in a lot of money, but you are also taking a lot of money away from our platform. And let's take a look. What's coming here in the future for YouTube? Oh boy. I don't know if YouTube is getting a message, like privately, but there's messages coming from YouTube or that are coming out in the future beyond October to YouTube. And they're going to have a decision to make about what we're going to do. This is news from someone close. This is news from things that are going on. I don't know if we as a public audience will know about this to begin with. I don't think we will, but there's some sort of communication, messages, news from other people that's going to YouTube to be like, you should take a look at this. It's happening in October. I think that there's also discussions already going on, but it feels like there's more discussions going on past October about this content creator, about Foodie Beauty, in my opinion here. That's what this is kind of feeling like. Do you want me to look into what that could potentially be? You let me know in the comments below. I'm going to go open a door because it's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Let me breathe. All right. Let's take a look at what these messages could be all about here in the future. I don't know who, I don't know why, don't know how. All I see is there's messages being sent to YouTube that somehow YouTube learns about. I don't know why, I don't know how, but let's see. Whatever we can know about. However we can know about. Let's see what the contents are. Let's see what the content of these messages all involve. I don't want to take a look at the who. I just want to take a look into what is the content. What's this content that's being sent to the two of the yous? Yes. Oh yeah, we could take a look at the energy in between. Yeah, that would be probably really cool too. But let's take a look. What's these messages all about here? What are these messages? What's the content of these messages being sent to the you of the twos, or the tubes of the yous? All alleged for entertainment purposes only. What's being sent to YouTube? Her money dealings. how she's been making money, where the money has been going. I don't know how this is getting to him, but Three of Pentacles reversed, dirty dealings done behind the scenes. Why is this how she's really made her money, what she's been making money, or how she's been using the platform to make this money, and where it's been going, and how, and the movements of things. Because from material influences here, Two of Wands, which is, where's this money been going? Where's it being sent out? How is it going across the world? Because typically when you see this Two of Wands, you see it, and it's typically a woman or a man, and then they're looking out into the world. They're looking out, where has this been going? This is where the money's been going. Where is it, from point A to point B, where has it been going? Because the hopes and fears of this content is that there's a paper trail. There's a paper trail. There's clear communication of where it's been going, how it's been received, unseen obstacle. This is going to get revealed. This was something that was not originally, this is like, this is a big announcement. This is where money's going. This is like, stuff's been thrown out the tower and into the light, right? Because the negative influence, there's a lot of fight about how the heck do we work with this? What do we do? You see the people fighting in front, and then I've always seen this as a giant like billboard, a big screen. There's something that's screaming at the top of the lungs, whether this is an announcement, whether this is just an internal memo or draft, whether this is a video, whether this is a tweet. This is something that YouTube cannot ignore because it's gaining traction. It starts as a billboard, and then it goes to the evening news, and then it goes worldwide. It starts small and grows from there. If this is a fight, this is an internal struggle of what to do. That's the content of these. That's the negative influence, is that there's a big fight about what the heck do we do with this information, because it grows. What's going for YouTube in this information? There's a King of Cups, or a Knight of Cups, I should say, that's coming to them being like, I have this offer. I don't know who this is, but there's an offer being like, yeah, here's this information. Let's have a chat about what we should do about this, right? Here in the past with the Two of Cups reversed, this is all about dirty. This is about a broken relationship, someone who she's disconnected from, coming forward. And here in the future, this is a backstab. This is a betrayal. This is someone who, in my opinion, I don't know who this is, but this is a backstab and betrayal. Yeah, because this is to protect someone else's ass. What's in these contents? They are clipped. There's some clips. There's like, because when I see the scissors, what I'm seeing is that there are snippets or clips of videos that have been taken out of longer videos and sent. This is like a clip or a compilation video of something, of dirty dealings, of agreements in the past. Why is this? Because it's all, maybe this is newspaper clippings that are being sent. I don't know. But there's some big news coming down the track that's coming to YouTube in October or in November, somewhere around there. I don't know, but it's coming here sometime. I don't know, but I don't know if I would want to be in Syria if I was. I mean, we can take a look at it, but there's clips being sent to YouTube or to people out there. I don't know what these clips are all about, but they're going somewhere. They're coming from somewhere. Because this is all about the truth, fighting communication, the truth about where money has been going, where things have been doing. Oh my God. And here's the thing. Yeah, these are clips, but it's hard to replicate this sort of thing. Because again, hopes and fears, we want justice. We want legal institutions. We want to fight this. We want to bring this out. Because it's like, this isn't right. Negative influence here is all about the seasonal changing. As the seasons change here, The fall is always the harvest, right? So spring things kicks off. Spring things grow. Summer things things thrive. Fall is about the harvest. Winter is about the death and the rebirth of nature anew, right? Because the negative influence here. Oh gosh, my nose is so itchy right now. I don't know why. The negative influence here as well is that there's going to be, these things have been around for a while. It's like they aren't super, super current, but they've been around for a really long time. I would say that these clips might be 3, 4, I don't know. Maybe it's sooner, maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago. It could be a mixture of all sorts of clips. And why is this? Because of, with the wand, this is my D card. Why do I feel like, do you really want to have this adult online worker, this adult sexy fun time content creator on your platform doing adult sexy fun time stuff? All alleged for entertainment purposes only. Because again, the negative, what's going for them, YouTube is starting to see what was really going on. Y'all, here in the past, this is something that she built over time. Birth of something new. It's like we ended something so something new can start. Because of an old relationship falling apart, I was able to build something new, and then here in the future. This is a whole group of people that have been doing this. Just saying, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Backstab, betrayal. Why is this? Due to religion, organized faith, belief. Y'all, if I got a video. One more. What's this all about? This is about unhealthy attachment, unhealthy relationships, unhealthy things going on due to religion, organized groups, faith, belief. This is a backstab and betrayal. This is the ending of one cycle, so it needs to end. That's what this is all about. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what y'all think. What are y'all opinions? Because I don't know where to kind of go from here. I really don't. I don't know where to go from here. The only thing I'm going to leave that right there. We do not need to see that. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here, y'all. There's something coming to YouTube. There seems to be clips. Something's been put together. I don't know what it is. It's being sent. That maybe they're going to see it on a phone. Maybe they'll see it somewhere else. But do you guys have anything that you want me to look into when it comes to Foodie Beauty or Amber or any of the other people? Yeah, we can do that. We can do the energy between the two of them. Yeah, we can do that. What's the energy between Foodie Beauty and Amber? Or not Foodie Beauty and Amber. Foodie Beauty and YouTube. What's the energy between the two of them? I think we're going to get something pretty similar. But let's take a look. See. Otherwise, any other suggestions too? Just put them in chat. Gosh, darn it. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, Rainbow Pickle. We can take a look into that too. All right, let's take a look. We'll have Foodie. We have YouTube. We have energy in between the two of them. Yeah, these two are not on good terms right now. There's a lot of, in my opinion, Chantal is losing her star. She's losing her fandom. She's losing her, people are losing their faith in her. She's losing money. She's losing accolades. She's almost like an eyesore to YouTube, with like YouTube's being like, we got to figure out the direction we want to go. We want to make money. We want to build deals. We want to build brands. We want to have sponsors. And like, that's what they want to do. They're like, we're willing to work with people. However, there's a lot of lies. There's a lot of deceit. There's a lot of manipulation. There's a lot of gaslighting. And Chantal is not offering up the information that she should be, and YouTube isn't offering up the information either. So it's like both of them are almost at an impasse when it comes to each other. This is not a healthy relationship, in my opinion. Like, YouTube wants to work with her. She doesn't want to work with them. And between the two of them, there's a lot of manipulation going on of what to do, what don't we want to do, da, 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 da. So that's what I'm seeing there. So let's take a look here. Oh yeah, Rainbow Pickle. Is her private PayPal going to be closed? I mean, we can take a look at that. Oh, and Brenda, yeah, YouTube knows October, November, and December are loaded with cash except for her getting PayPal. I think it would be the biggest issue, huge blowback about YouTube getting robbed of their 30%. Yeah, I think so. I mean, Foodie has a unique situation. She can either give YouTube their cut, and she gets her cut. Or I feel like for November and December, there could be consequences for them not being able to get their cut. Like, sure, November and December are like huge months to get money, right? And they just want their 30%, right? I think you're right in that they are going to be mad if they don't get their 30% in those months. I think they're going to be really mad. So October, again, it feels like is their... October is like, let's just test this out. Because remember, if Foodie doesn't get monetized, I mean, let's just remember, like, if Foodie isn't monetized, YouTube can run all the ads they want on Foodie's lives, on her videos, and they get 100% of that ad revenue, and she gets none. Right? And there's a lot of people who watch her stuff. And why would they do it when the money that YouTube really makes is really from the reaction channels? Like, YouTube makes more money from the reaction channels than they do from Foodie. And if Foodie just keeps posting and then the reaction channels, like, just make the money, like, that's because, that's a win-win for YouTube. Like, just demonetize Chantal's channel. She keeps posting. They get 100% of her profits. And then they still get money from the reactors. I mean, it makes a lot of sense from a business standpoint if you're going to have a creator not work with you. So let's take a look here. What's going on with YouTube, or not YouTube, Chantal and her private PayPal? What's going on with that? Is her private PayPal going to get taken away? I don't know. Let's take a look. He's King of Pentacles. Why is this? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to get taken away. Because looking here at the center of it, the King of Pentacles upright, Chantal's personal PayPal. This is like, there's going to be money being put in there. Why is it? Because it's where she mixes and matches and she does a lot of stuff. Because from material influence, she's not seeing it as a bad thing. I also don't think her, like, I don't know if she has like a separate PayPal. I don't know what's going on here. She's got a bunch of, like, what I'm seeing is that there's like 3 different PayPal accounts. That's what I'm seeing. I don't see her getting taken away. Hopes and fears is like, I want to start something new. I don't know if she's looking to start a new PayPal somewhere else though. Like, that's the thing here. It's like the hopes and fears is like maybe she's going to move away from PayPal and go to a different platform or to a different way of collecting money off the side. Because it does seem like with the Fool here being upright, and that's the hopes and fears, like that's starting something new. That's going somewhere else, right? Again, then from a financial influence too, it's like I'm not seeing things in a different light. So I don't think it's going to get taken away. The unseen obstacle though here is the Knight of Cups. Reversed. Someone isn't telling the whole story about things going on. The negative influence here as well with the Page of Wands. This is saying one thing and doing another. She's screwing someone over on the back end. I don't know if she's got like someone to do a different PayPal for her, and then she's gonna have like, again, I don't see her own private one being taken away for some reason. I'm not sure what that's all about. And then like the negative, what's going for her, it's because she's able to lie and manipulate her way out of getting it taken away, because here in the past she's been using it for adult sexy fun time stuff, and here in the future, I don't see it getting taken down anytime soon, but I do see it getting locked down eventually. I can't give you a timeline of when that'll get locked down, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. With the Four of Pentacles as being greedy, it's being selfish, but that to me is also being locked down. I don't know when this will happen, but I do see it happening eventually. And that's in the future. So, I mean, Rainbow Pickles, I do see it going down, but I don't see it going, I don't know when it'll go down. Something happens. Things get locked down. That's the Four of Pentacles. The vault shuts and she can't get into it. I don't know when that's going to happen, though, but I see it happening eventually. I don't see it happening soon, though. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we could do Salah. We could do Salah's family and his friends. That's not too bad. We can do that. Why don't we do that? How is Salah's family and his friends feeling about Chantal? We can take a look at that. We can take a look at Salah. How is he feeling about Chantal? And also, I love this vampire deck. It's probably one of my favorite decks to use. I think it's super fun. The imagery is beautiful. It's just, I love it. It just does such a great job as well. I think it reads people extremely well, and it goes into some really good storylines. So yeah, we can take a look. Let's take a look here regarding Salah and how's Salah feeling about things right now. I mean, Chantal's giving him money. I don't think he cares all that much. She's offering him up a bunch of money to build his legacy, to build up his family, to build up the family home and what they all have. And that's what she's using to stay. How is it? Because from a material influence to Nine of Wands, he's getting all the money. He's able to install different things with the home and keep things behind and build different things up. Like, that's what this money is being used for. She's just paying him to stay at this point. Hopes and fears as well. There is something, I don't know what he has planned, but there's a viral moment. This is a star that he's like, I want to, like, there's an exposure here of something. Whether he wants to be the big star, the big shot on top. The unseen obstacle, though, is the Ten of Cups. The family's kind of unhappy, I would say. How's Salah feeling? He's feeling pretty high up on his hog. He feels like he's a celebrity where he's at. However, he and his family are not seeing eye to eye right now. Also, he's just indulging in partying way too much at this point. What's going for him, though, is that Chantal has the money. He also feels like he's in control of the situation more than what people give him credit for. That's what I think how he feels about Chantal. It's like, she's giving me money and he has more control over the situation than she does at this point. Because here in the past, I feel victorious. I'm able to move. I'm able to do my different things. And here in the future, ooh. I'm going to grab a clarifier. Because why the frickety frick not. Here in the future, though, about Salah. He's going to have to really take a look at himself in a mirror at the end of the day. He's going to, about what he's done. I do see that again, I've been seeing this for a bit. I do think Chantal will have to go, and it will be out of both of their hands. But I think he's also having to see that there's been some nasty shenanigans that has been thrown at him. And he's going to have to really see illusion. What was the truth? What was illusion? What was reality? And where does he stand in it? Again, I don't see him getting rid of her anytime soon. He is using the money. He's using the money to build up his life, be a star, be high on the hog, be a mini celebrity in the Syrian community. That's what he's doing. Like, I don't know how else to tell you all this. That's how he's feeling about her. It's all about the money. There's no love there. There's no love. And he's really struggling with the family. I'm going to take a look at the energy between Salah and his family and the energy in between. Because it does seem that there's issues with the family. There's a lot of issues with the family. Oh, gosh. I shouldn't say a lot of issues, but there's definitely a difference in opinion between Salah and his family around Chantal. So let's take a look. And that's kind of the big obstacle for him. It's like the family doesn't like her. The family doesn't want to have her involved with things. But it's like, yeah. Let's take a look. We have Salah. We have his family. We have the energy in between. Okay, so. Damn. Salah, again, he feels like I'm able to provide money to my family. Family over here is like, you're taking your wand all over town. I think this is also aggression, misguided aggression, anger. Looking between the two of them, though, it's like they feel like the money is helping everybody. Like, it is helping everybody. Everyone's getting a leg up because of it, because he pays for things. He helps with things. They're investing in different things. And with it, the family is pretty happy with they're just angry. I don't think they like her. They don't like her. I just keep getting this. However, it's like the money, the resources she brings has made a massive difference in their quality of life for not just now, but moving into the future as well. Like it's kind of, you can't say it hasn't helped. And I think that's the struggle that they're kind of having with Salah and his family. It's like, we are feeling very good. We are moving forward. We're feeling good. We're winning. We're elevating the family as a whole. However, it's just they're not happy with how it's being done. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting from the family. Okay, now let's take a look. Amber and YouTube. What's the energy between Amber and YouTube? Because Armando, thank you. And Brenda, yeah, I would hope Salah would leave her at the airport, but again, I'm not seeing that happening. It's going to take an external influence where circumstances are outside of Salah's control and Foodie's control for her to get out. I think that's kind of been established at this point. He just wants her money. So let's take a look. Let's look at the energy between Amber and YouTube. And then if anybody else has questions, just put those in chat. We have Amber, we have YouTube, and we have the energy in between the two of them. Again, Amber's at a crossroads. Two of Swords, crossroads. It's like, should I stay or should I go? I think she's really debating, if I can't do the content I want to do, then should I stay at YouTube? YouTube's like, we're going in a different direction here. They're going in a different direction from where Amber wants to go. And it's like, because between the two of them is the Five of Wands. There's a fight. These two are like, Amber and YouTube are fighting over what type of content she has. Point blank, period. Amber wants to keep doing the type of content she wants to keep doing, which is the food content, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. YouTube has warned her, told her, you kind of need to stop it. We can't have you keep doing it. And now she's like, but I don't want to. YouTube's like, we're going in a different direction. Three of Wands. It's like, we got to go in a different direction here. We can't keep doing the same old. That's not good with our base, our consumers, our sponsors. They're fighting about this. There's a fight over content. Amber's like, well, fine, then I'll just go. Or she's debating if she's going to go. She's like, I don't need YouTube. That's legitimately the feeling here. Amber doesn't need YouTube. She doesn't want YouTube. Why is this? Because she's like, I don't want to face your accountability. I don't want to follow by your rules. I'm just going to go keep doing what I'm doing. Because she's got a secret she's making money on the side secretly in a different way. She's like, I don't need your money. You need me, not the other way around. Because the hopes and fears, like the Magician upright, it's like, we're trying to manifest. We're trying to make new deals. We want to come to a consensus. We want to have everyone have their cake and eat it too. However, the unseen obstacle, it's like, we don't want to put you on blast. Like, they don't want to do this. This is like, we don't want to put you on blast. We don't want to demonetize you. We don't want to do this, but we can't have you do this. Negative influence here as well. She's not committed, and neither is YouTube. YouTube's like, fine, then go. We'll divorce. We'll go our separate ways. positive influence, though. The world, it's like, this is going to keep continuing being a cycle. This has been going on, it feels like, for a month already. I feel like Amber is being very defiant and trying to be like, well, I'm just going to go the other way then. And that's what if she chooses to do so, then she can do so. YouTube doesn't want her to go, but they're like, we have a strict guidelines that we need to go on. We've been giving you. She's like on strikes. She's on like strike 16 at this point. It feels like, when it comes to YouTube, not like an actual strike, but she's been given a lot of opportunity to change her tune, and she just refuses to. Because here in the past, yeah, she just stopped posting. It's like, fine, I'll just stop posting, and then you guys can see how much you need me instead of the other way around. And here in the future, good luck, good opportunity. I don't know what's going to go on, but between YouTube and Amber, they might strike a deal. But there's also a sense here of like, someone's being the predator, someone's being the prey. So someone's getting caught, and there's going to be some money to be made from somebody getting caught doing certain things. That's what I'm seeing between Amber and YouTube. I don't know what else to tell you. It's the same story, different cards. Amber and YouTube are at a crossroads. They're at a head. Both of them have their things that they need to keep to. And yeah, Amber makes a lot of money for this platform. I will say that. Amber makes a lot of money for this platform. I can see why YouTube doesn't want her gone. Because it's not just Amber that makes the money. It's the community around her. And when there's nothing of Amber's to talk about, YouTube feels that. So that's what I'm feeling. And did you guys have any other questions or anything you guys wanted me to take a look at here for the month of October, whether this is between Foodie or YouTube or Amber? Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed otherwise. That's kind of what I have. I hope this was interesting. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope we got some good information for you all too here for our spooky season here with our girls. So yeah, that's what I got. Feels good. This feels like a good reading. Feels good. Feels balanced. Everyone's going well. So yeah. So if no one has any other questions, I'll just give it a little bit because I know chat can be behind. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. It feels good. Feels good. I'll probably just end it here then. I really enjoy everyone who's been here, people who were in the chat. I really appreciate the back and forth, people going chit-chatting, engaging. I really appreciate it as it helps people find my videos. If you are still around, if you're on the replay gang, I really appreciate you too. Just feel free, if you want to hit that like button down below on the video, I would appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you again so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys all in more videos in the future. So thank you all, and bye.